Okay. Let's see now. Here. What is it doing? Discord is opening. Okay, it's good.
I almost sent a message to myself on Discord by accident.
Be a little reminder.
Yeah. Well, I clicked on my name and it was like,
yeah.
You want to
Is there
shout
any way to reframe your case? We get like from your nose up.
Get from my nose up?
No, for Sarah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it looked good on my end.
That's better.
There we go. Now I can see.
And from key. Okay.
There are my jailbirds.
I cannot zoom mine out any more than what it is.
No, that's all right how it is now. It's just a little rough before. You're gonna be a little transparent like that. Put this down. Put this in here. Now.
Interior design skills are on display.
So weird. I now have an extra game when I pull up my Roll20 because I created one for the game I'm gonna DM.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
Got
you're
3 set up on mine now.
I'm gonna DM for my roommate, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook up HDMI to the TV in the living room so I can pull up pictures and open an incognito tab from my DM side, and then in a regular window open player side from another account that I created in my name.
Who did you send that file to?
So I sent it to the
group chat.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Okay.
That's what I saw it in.
Okay, great. Perfect. Just lagging. Downloads. Okay. Go over here. Add it in. It is an image. Okay. You can go ahead and recap on finishing this up.
Are we good to go?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we are live, and I'm just standing here.
We're live.
Hello! Welcome to Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your lovely DM, Mr. Puck, Lord of Chaos, occasionally known as Sean, and I am joined here today by my players. To my left, we have Koshano the Quick. Always available
right now.
Can't see. No, now it's just like an ocean.
We'll be with you just a second on that.
And just below Koshano the Quick, we have Gilbetta fucking Ott, another jailbird character with us today.
Yes.
And we are short 2 players today, but that will be rectified in the future. And we'll be filling a role with a new player, and it could be anybody, even you, Tom. Okay, so some guy.
Yeah, Tom.
Is gonna watch this lose his shit. Come on, he's talking to me. Probably will hide. Anyways, so previously our players had acquired a coin, went through an emotional journey through a dungeon, and turned to Tribor in an attempt to create a counterfeit version of this coin to give to their benefactor. A fight broke out. The guards were called, and everyone was placed in Tribor prison. Who was involved in the fight? Zabel wasn't involved in the fight and disappeared from the crowd, but Baz, Koshano, and Gilbetta were locked up. Now, the thing about jail in Tribor is that Tribor is not a big city. So jail in Tribor roughly amounts to a kind of, You know, in the old West movies where there's like the sheriff's office and they have the two cells?
Yeah?
That's basically what you're in.
Fantastic.
If you imagine that scene
Great.
from, let's say, Blazing Saddles.
Great.
And that's where you are.
I'm Gene Wilder. Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we in the same cell or are we in adjoining
No,
cells?
you are in, you have been separated because you guys were fighting, so you and Gilbetta are in one cell, and Baz is snuggled up all by himself in another cell.
Got it. All right. So I mean, yeah. Are we being? Have we just been thrown in here? Are we being questioned?
Yeah, you've been thrown in by some local guards, and the local sheriff will be by in a moment to process you.
I see.
Great.
Pardon me, God. Thank you so much, first of all, for saving us from that violent ruffian attacking me on the street like that. How uncivilized. When will we have the opportunity to explain the situation and absolve ourselves of I can understand the misunderstanding here, but clearly we had no malice. We're merely defending ourselves. We need to be on our way.
Well, you lot better wait in there till Sheriff Griffith arrives.
Sheriff Griffith. And when might Sheriff Griffith be around?
Well, I ought to be in shortly.
I see. Well, thank you. And what might your name be, guard?
Well, I'm Otis.
Of course it is.
Look, I go full on.
What else would it be?
Spared no expense.
All right. Well, I say that we stick to the story we stick to the truth. He attacked me in broad daylight. Gilbetta, I'm talking to you here. He attacked me in broad daylight. Frankly, I feel he's a strain on the organization. Let's pin the whole thing on him. Zavel has both the coins. Let's get out of here and get back.
Gilbetta, we can't hear you. And can't hear a thing you're saying.
Gilbetta can't hear me?
Oh, but we can't hear her.
Nope.
She's speaking,
Sorry.
but no words come out.
All right.
I muted. I accidentally.
Okay.
No, Gilbetta's just fuming because this has just happened, and Gilbetta is absolutely livid with the situation that has just occurred. She doesn't really give a shit about having been thrown in jail.
Okay.
She is pissed that someone betrayed the party like that.
Koshano goes through this shit like once a year, so
this isn't new. I've been down this road
you
before.
know, and no,
So Gilbetta doesn't respond to you. She doesn't say shit.
no honor among scoundrels.
And to make matters worse, Gilbetta, there is not a clean spot in this cell.
Oh my god.
It is filthy from asshole to breakfast, and it's just terrible.
Oh my god. I need to create a cleaning spell. Like what?
But prestidigitation is the.
Yeah, right.
Need a little bit of that.
I noticed her not like sitting down anywhere, so actually Koshano,
It's like making yourself as small as possible.
Koshano, go ahead and use prestidigitation to clean off a portion of the bench, so she has somewhere to sit.
Okay.
Gilbetta's still not gonna sit there right now.
All right.
She's a little wound. She's gotta walk it off.
She actually she starts pacing. She's just back and forth. And like her fists are like clenched like at her side, and she's like on the verge of tears.
All right, Otis is just kind of like leaning back, and he's got his legs crossed, propped up on the desk. Classic style.
Yeah. Yeah, Koshano's just gonna kind of kick back and
guard
wait.
pose.
He knows how this goes. He's gonna talk himself out of it when the sheriff gets here.
All right.
Not worried.
Okay. So Gilbetta does her pacing. You do your relaxed pose, match the hat just tilted down, and you're just like, all right, I'll just wait, and then I got this when he gets here. This is fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. So Sheriff Griffith arrives, and he's kind of a proper-looking gentleman, and is middle-aged-ish. He comes in. So I heard you were making some trouble in my town.
Not us, sir. That's, strange to call him a gentleman. Down the hall, attacked me in broad daylight, completely unprovoked, unnecessary. Not sure what his motives were, but I'm sure they weren't pure or good.
All right, so he pulls up a chair and he kind of puts a leg up on a chair and leans into you.
What?
He says, "Now, son, what's your name?"
My name is Koshano the Quick of the Avalon Knights Academy.
Koshano the Quick, eh?
That is how I'm known, yes.
What about this blue lady here? What's her name?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
She just darts a glare at Koshano.
This is my colleague, Gilbetta.
All right. Well, your story makes sense to me. Seems to gel with what most people saw out there. I'm a fair man. I don't like people making a lot of fuss around here. I like to keep things quiet.
Certainly.
Now, you kids in some kind of trouble? Starting fights?
Not that I'm aware of. As long as that individual will not be able to follow us out of here, I think we should be fine. I don't know what his hostility towards us is, but everyone else in the town has been extremely friendly.
All right. Well, he ain't talking. So, can I trust you?
Certainly, sir. We simply mean to be on our way and return to the Avalon Knights Academy keep.
All right. I suppose I could let you go.
That is
But-
much appreciated.
Gonna have to pay the fine.
And how much is the fine?
10 gold pieces each.
That seems reasonable for the extent that I'm sure the expense I'm sure your guard had to go
You're
to.
lucky. You're lucky nobody was hurt. Much more than that.
Oh, I very much agree.
I'll pay you 10 pieces, and I'll let you go.
I will gladly pay for the both of us here. 20 pieces.
All right. So, opens it up, collects his gold, kind of escorts you guys out, and stops you for a moment and says, "Mr. Koshano,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to make sure you don't start no more trouble in Tribor again, all right?"
Oh, I assure you I intend to start no trouble in any place.
You stay on the straight and narrow, young man. You take care of your blue friend there.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Your hospitality has been immeasurable.
And if you have any more issues, come on down to Sheriff Griffith's office and we'll sort this out. All right?
Thank you. I appreciate that invitation. I hope I shan't need to use it.
All right. Take off now and have yourselves a good day.
All right. Well, that was easier than normal.
It's such a small, dinky town. There really wasn't going to be much. So you've been released for your offense of fighting in the streets. And the regular day-to-day of the town continues. You don't know where Zabel is.
Oh, boy.
He has disappeared into the crowd as he is able to do.
Yes. Gilbetta, can we talk about our present situation? Gilbetta.
I don't think we can hear her again.
I think Gilbetta's gone catatonic.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's done froze. Betty! Come back to me, Betty!
Come back, Betty! She done froze up on us. Oh, there
Can
she
you hear
is.
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Surprise you guys. Okay.
I'm having some severe internet computer issues here. I don't know what is happening.
It's all coming apart. It's coming apart at the seams.
Yeah, I can't move windows around. They keep dropping, and it's weird.
You
You feel
anyway.
better. I thought I'd be the issue.
You're probably maxing out your RAM. Do you have any programs going on in the background? You try closing, do you have Discord open or anything?
Skype and Roll20. Nope.
Do you have Chrome running?
I don't.
What are you running Roll20 on?
Chrome.
Do you have Firefox or something to switch to?
No.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, so anyways.
Anyway. You mean the situation where a traitor lives?
Yes. I mean the situation where a traitor is currently locked up in an unfamiliar town. I highly doubt he's going to fare well. I consider him not our problem anymore. We will explain to Cookie what happened when we get back. And assuming that Zabel is there, we will complete our mission, take our pay, move forward with the rebuilding of the academy.
For all we know, Zabel was in on it. She did not come to our aid. He did not come to our aid. For all we know, he was part of this whole ploy.
Had he come to our aid, he would be arrested too, and who knows what questions may have been asked about the coins he carries. I personally think that the outcome we have is the best of any situation that could have occurred.
Of course you think that, Koshano.
While you guys are talking, a fancy lady walks by and palms a small envelope to you, Koshano, and then she kind of winks at you and keeps going.
Oh, all right. Let's find a tavern. I think we could both use a drink. Yes. Or actually, no. Let's go make sure our cart and let's see if our cart and our horse and our mule are there.
See if all those things haven't been impounded.
Yeah. Actually, what do you say we go check on that? Let's go.
All right.
Go check on that. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna wait till we're back there to open whatever I'm opening.
Okay, so you guys head over to the cart, and the horse and the mule are just kind of quietly grazing where you parked it.
Any sign of Zabel?
No sign of Zabel. It seems somewhat undisturbed.
All right. So yeah, once we're kind of back hidden, sort of by the cart, I'm gonna go ahead and open the envelope and see what it was.
All right, you open up the envelope. It has the 2 coins inside of it.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it has a message from Zabel saying that he is going to spend some time in Tribor and he'll catch up with you guys back at the inn. In the meantime, he's just going to live it up in Tribor. He hasn't visited in a while. He really loves this town.
He seems to love this town quite a bit. All right. Fair enough. It seems we can be on our way.
All right, well, let's go.
Now you have to determine if you can tell which one's the counterfeit and which one isn't.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess. What do we got to roll for that?
Throw me an investigation.
Oh, man. God! I got roll 20.
You got it. Hold on. I'm reloading the roll 20, so you gotta bear with me here for a second.
Okay. You are not certain which one is the counterfeit. You have a strong feeling that the one you are holding in your right hand is the counterfeit one.
But you don't know?
But you don't know.
Oh,
You're looking at the two of them and you're like, is it?
Well, I suppose Zevelle did a better job on this than I originally thought.
okay, maybe to you.
Not seen them for 24 hours, you know. It's
Yeah. Do you...
Just because you can tell the difference between it doesn't mean this benefactor won't be able to.
Well, what do you think? Can you tell the difference here?
I am trying to
Also,
determine that
is Yibi still at the
right
cart?
now.
Where's Yibi?
Yibi, you find Yibi asleep inside.
Alright.
He kind of wakes up and looks out.
Make sure Yibi's
Ah.
alright.
Welcome back.
Yes, it was yeah, kind of a pain in the ass, but yes, we're back. We're ready to continue.
Yibi watch cart.
You did an excellent job watching the cart.
Yibi watch.
Glad to see everything's still here. Looks like we haven't been robbed, pillaged in any manner.
Saluting you. He's quite happy.
Do you have a D20 there, Gilbetta?
Yeah, I got it.
Gonna check it
And
out.
roll it.
So Gilbetta's like, yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it.
Gilbetta doesn't like to be seen looking silly, so she just rolls with it. She's like, yeah, that's
you like full confidence.
Oh,
But, yeah, you got it. That's the counterfeit one.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, fantastic. I guess I'll put the counterfeit one, or the one we think is the counterfeit one.
Okay.
God damn it! I'll put the one we think is the counterfeit one into my bag, and for now I'll put the other one that I think is the real one into my boot.
Okay.
Good
This
Lord.
sucks.
I'm so pleased. This is the kind of yakety sax bullshit that I live for.
Okay. Yeah, give me
Like,
sex.
oh my
bullshit.
god.
Oh my god.
Like
Alright.
at this point, do we fucking ask Yibi? Like what?
Yibi, do you know what the
What is it? Actually, Yibi spent quite a bit of time with Zevelle working on this thing, so I think that's a great idea. We should ask Yibi. Could take him out one more time and say,
Okay.
Yibi, do you recognize which of these for certain was the original, and which was the copy you helped Zevelle make?
Okay. And let's roll an investigation for Yibi.
Fuck. Kill.
Who probably doesn't have great investigation.
See what the dice do. What the dice do, though.
Oh my god.
The same as Koshano.
Yeah,
Yep.
he points to the same one everybody's been pointing at. It might be
Okay.
groupthink at this point.
Alright. Okay.
It's like that, yeah.
Alright, that's what I thought. Yes. Alright, okay.
Yeah. No, everybody's on board. It's the same thing.
We still have to decide what we're going to do. You're
You're crackly. I want to start
can't
all
understand
over.
you. Hold on a minute. There you go. Start again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do we want to do with the real one? We never really decided that. I think we should stop by Golden Fields and drop it off with Nesta, because we're pretty sure we can trust her. and it's a safekeeping spot inside Golden Fields Keep.
Okay, but what if I don't?
What? Please voice your concerns now.
I mean, I don't know. What about Cookie and the vampire?
I guess I'm concerned of just taking it back. Have we decided that we can trust Cookie? I guess we might as well at this point. Yeah, let's just go back.
Apparently, we can trust him more than we could trust Baz, and fuck that guy. First
Well,
of
so
all.
who can we trust? Like you said yourself, we're not even sure. We're not sure if either of these coins are real. We don't know what Zabel gave us. He had plenty of time.
Yes, would have made 2 fakes
while we were in jail.
Zabel made a second fake and gave them both to you guys, and now Zabel's going to retire.
At a certain point, we've just got to go with something. So, all right, yeah, fuck it. Let's head back. Do you want to stop at the Drawn and Courtier, or do you just want to go back at this point? Too much shit's going on.
I want to get the fuck out of this godforsaken place.
All right, we'll get out of this town for sure.
All right.
I guess we'll just start heading back towards Avalon Keep.
Okay. So, you guys travel back. It is a 4-day trip. Just as it was before.
Okay. Take all my points back.
You get out fairly late in the day, so you're not very far along the trail before it starts to reach nightfall, and you have to make camp for the night. You can make camp for the night, or you can try to continue to travel on your own.
I said we go ahead and make camp. I got some new wounds to recuperate from. Still.
All right.
Have a bun for 4 bonus hit points, just to be sure.
Yeah. Put that stacked on.
Yeah, baby.
I did have ones, yeah.
Huh?
How many do we have left?
Well, we had enough for each of us to have like a week's worth, and barely any of them got eaten, so plenty.
Okay, well, Gilbetta's realizing how hungry she is, so she's gonna, even though, like, I only get, like, the 1 temporary hit points, she's gonna eat, like, 4.
She's gonna pile it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No rationing at all.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll make camp, and,
Okay.
Evie and I'll take first watch shift, so Gilbetta can get her trance in.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
you
I'm
and
a
Evie
trance.
take the first watch. Stuff does happen.
Great.
All right. So,
Damn it.
you and Evie take the first watch. You hear a song coming from the woods.
Oh.
Koshano. It's a woman singing. It's very soft, soothing voice. It almost sounds like a lullaby.
Oh wow, Hebe.
Of course.
Hebe, do you hear that lovely voice?
Oh my god.
Nods to you. He's like, yes. He's good.
Koshano's gonna get his soul taken by a fucking mermaid.
Where could that be coming from?
Kind of points out to the woods, and the song kind of beckons you to follow it out into the woods. Make a will save.
A will save.
Yeah.
I think that's an old edition.
Hell.
Well, how do I make a will save? I don't see that.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's just an intelligence save now. Let me look at your character sheet.
DM to experience.
Yes. No, wisdom saving throw. So under your inspiration, under proficiency bonuses, and then it has saving throws.
Yeah.
Under wisdom.
Oh, because you want wisdom. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit wisdom there and give me a
Wow.
God damn it!
Wow. You're
Fucking
fucked.
roll 20.
You're fucked.
I'm not wise. I'm not wise enough. I'm gonna go check it out.
You're not wise? Okay, so yeah, you want to follow that song. You're like, I want to go along with this.
Gotta go see what this is.
I'm really into this. Let's keep going. So You wander away from the cart and into the woods. Could you give a wisdom saving throw for EB for me, please? You should be able to access this page.
Okay.
No.
No. All I can
Stop.
see is his bio and info, which is empty. I don't actually get his character sheet.
Okay, then I'll give him a roll. I'll have to adjust that.
I swear to God, Koshano, if Yibi passes this and you didn't.
I hope he's a wise goblin.
He's on board too. So you guys are both going out.
He's also probably he also is following Koshano, so it makes sense that he.
Yeah, no, he loves Koshano, and they are the best of
My little buddy.
So.
All right.
Am I since I'm semi conscious? Do I hear any of this shit happening?
Make a perception check with disadvantage to see if you notice it while you're transing.
Because I know it's a semi-conscious thing, so 22 and 14.
Yeah. You 14. You think you hear something.
Okay. So I'm gonna wake up and make sure, I'm gonna kind of look around.
Okay. You kind of perk up a little bit and you look around and you see that Koshano and Yibi are gone.
What?
Wandering
just
into the woods.
Yeah,
They're just
wandering
gone?
into the woods.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can figure out which way they went?
It's such a beautiful sound.
Do an investigation check, and while you do an investigation check, Koshano, you and Yibi come across this woman who is she's picking these flowers, and she just looks like the most beautiful human woman. She has long blonde hair, and it's kind of done up in a ponytail behind her. She's wearing this white flowing dress, and she's just kind of walking through in the night in the forest, and she's picking various herbs and mushrooms and things and putting them in a basket while she sings this song.
I'm going to. Actually, I'm gonna stand, or Koshano's gonna stand by, kind of on the edge of the clearing, and just stand and watch her for a moment.
All right, you watch her for a bit, and she takes notice of both you and Yibi, and she says, "Would you like to come back to my home?" And you do want to come back to her home. You do very much want to her go anywhere that this person is going.
Where have you come from? Where did you learn that song? Yes, please, tell me.
It's not far from here. I have a house in the woods. Come with me. There'll be more time to talk when we get there.
I would
fucking bond.
I would love to go anywhere with you.
Okay. So yeah, you want to follow her. You love this woman. She's incredible. So, Gilbetta.
You look just like someone I used to know.
It's fine too. With that investigation, you can kind of get an idea of which direction they went. Give me another perception check to see if you can hear.
I gotta get back to that page. Yeah.
You hear the sound of Koshano talking in the woods, and you make a beeline for that direction. You're like,
line.
come on. Because you're concerned.
And I hear the singing too, right?
No, the singing has stopped.
Okay. Did I hear it previously? Did I hear it at first?
You heard a little bit of it, and then it stopped shortly after. Because with your perception, you were kind of groggy out of your
I was right, okay.
You weren't 100%.
Yeah, make a fucking beeline, just straight up,
All right. So you're heading towards the sound.
Yeah.
Koshano, you arrive at this small cottage and it looks kind of nice. It's just like a small one-person living arrangement. She invites you inside and invites you to sit at this table.
I feel as if I know you. Do you know me?
No, we've never met before, but I am very glad to have a visitor.
Can you tell me, what was that song that you were singing in the woods?
Oh, it's just something that I sing in hopes that someone will come visit me.
Well,
Oh my god.
well, I can't see how anyone could resist such a beautiful tone.
Aw, you do me such kindness. Empty your pockets onto the table, please.
Ah! There it is. Leave the money on the dresser, please.
Make a wisdom saving throw. You are reluctant.
Okay.
You are reluctant. You are not immediately compelled to do this. You feel like I don't really want to do that.
Where could we hold on? Who are you?
I'm Chalandra. I live in these woods.
Chalandra. Does that name mean anything to me?
Do an investigation check. See if it does. You feel like if you went to Neverwinter or Waterdeep and went to like a place where ladies congregate, you'd probably see like 9 Chalandras. So,
Alright.
it's like Gale, I guess.
How long have you been in these woods?
Oh, I've lived here all my life.
And
I so rarely get visitors, and she starts working with the herbs, and she's brewing up what appears to be like a soup while she's talking to you.
and how long would all your life be?
Oh, well, since my parents passed away, it's been about 10 years. So I guess I've been here for 23 years. And she's just kind of mixing things up. I think we lost Gilbetta again. No, it's there. She's back. All right, now Gilbetta. Pause on that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are getting closer and closer to this. And you come across this house. And I want you to do a wisdom saving throw for me right now.
Alright, hold on. Get back to that. 17.
This house looks ragged and decrepit. The roof is rotting and collapsed in a bit.
My god.
But you can see some lights inside and you can hear some talking.
Okay. You know what? Just based on what little bit I already know, from like what when I heard a little bit of singing and am I within 120 feet of it?
You are within 120 feet of it.
Okay. I'm casting silence on the fucking house.
You're gonna cast silence on the house?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, let me see that silence spell. Let me see if it's
Nice. God, thank you.
Like, no! And I'm not within
All right. So you cast silence on the home. And inside, Shauna, you notice Chalandra is a little bit disturbed that she can no longer speak. and she starts trying to mouth things to you, and nothing's coming out. And then you realize that you cannot speak as Avalon. Now, what do you do with this new development?
So now he's gonna kind of check it. So you said I was reluctant to put my things on the table. Did I still do it though?
No, you didn't do it.
Okay, I didn't do it.
You were able to hold yourself off on it.
Okay, so now I'm without her voice going. I'm gonna kind of look around the room and try to see like what's going on. What is this place? Something seems weird. Like I know how I got here, but something's suddenly off.
Well, you still like her a lot. That part of it is still active. You don't feel threatened by this person.
Oh, okay.
You just thought it was unusual. She wanted you to empty your pockets.
Like, oh, I guess I'm gonna try to.
So the thing that's weirding you out the most right now is that you can't talk.
Yeah, that's silent. So I guess yeah, I'm gonna try to investigate why. I don't know. What do you want me to roll for that? I'm trying to figure out why it's quiet. Do I know why it's quiet? Is this something?
Give me an Arcana check to see if you can.
Arcana, okay. And make it 21. Jack of all trades.
All right. 21. Yeah, you feel like somebody's cast the silence spell here.
Okay, so I'm gonna start like mouthing to her like, did you do this? Like, are you doing this? I'm not doing this.
She looks confused and is kind of looking around.
I'm gonna kind of like point to her bowl of herbs. Like, is something to do with that? Are you brewing a silence potion? What's going on here?
She shakes her head and she takes a sip of her soup and mouths food to you.
No. Are you okay? I'm gonna start mouthing like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like now I'm worried about her. Like maybe something's wrong with her. Wonderful woman.
Okay.
By the way, as I'm casting it, I am walking like as close as I can get without being in the cone of silence to see if I can see like who this is and what they're doing.
Okay. She's having trouble. She kind of goes over to you for comfort because she seems quite frightened and afraid, and she reaches out and touches your shoulder. And shadowy energy surrounds her hand. And she makes a physical attack against you. With advantage. And does 17 break your armor class?
Yes, it do.
Her touch does 6 necrotic damage to you.
Oof. Wait, so did I recover hit points from a long rest, or am I still where I was at before?
We'll say you had a long rest in your jail. So, recover half. Recover half. You had an uncomfortable rest in your jail.
Okay. So that would put me at that, and then... Okay.
So you feel as though the life is being drained from you.
I scream out in pain.
When she touches you. All right, you scream out in pain.
But it's silent.
Make another wisdom saving throw.
God damn it!
So she hurt you, but it's like, I'm not...
Something must be wrong with her. Like, she must need my help.
Yeah, like this maybe she's cursed.
Right.
Or something.
I've got to help her. I've got to save her.
Yeah, there must be something terribly wrong with her.
I started trying to, like, gesture to Yibi, like we have to help her.
You're silent again.
We have to save her.
Let's do a wisdom saving throw for Yibi and see if he's figured this out yet. Do a quick Yibi throw. Yibi, do you have this?
Damn! Yibi?
Yibi doesn't quite have it. He's close, he feels uncomfortable, but he's still compelled to obey, and he is just kind of standing quietly in the corner. Alright, Gilbetta, you're moving in on
Yeah. What am I seeing here? I'm assuming that there's like a window or some kind of like. I mean, if the house is that old, there's like some wooden slats that are.
Yeah, there
like,
is a window that you can peer through. Give me a stealth check coming up to the.
$11. 12. Okay, 11. Yeah.
All right, let's see, because she's kind of distracted. So inside, you see Koshano. You see that she turns and looks at the window. And if you turn and look at the window, you can see Gilbetta poking her head out of the window in what still looks like a very nice house to you. And let's throw up some initiative now.
All right.
When I see her out there, I start like mouthing to her like, "You're doing this!" Like clearly Gilbetta's lost her shit and now she's just attacking random people. Gilbetta's gone full murder hobo.
See, it looks like that to you, but
yeah, being under the current charm, that is how I am perceiving it.
Yeah.
He's gonna roll with. Oh, she does not want to move at all. All right. So at the top of the round, we've got Gilbetta. Gilbetta, give me a wisdom saving throw to see what you see inside the house.
All right. I'm gonna wait this time. Okay, 12.
You can see a woman with green skin, long, scraggly hair, and this horrific visage, and she is draining the life out of Koshano.
Oh!
She's looking at you, and she laughs with this mocking laughter. It's got like long black claws.
That's a lot. Okay. Gilbetta's literally gonna go gross.
Well, she makes this like look that she's doing hideous laughter, but it's still silent. So
yeah, she can't do that right now.
Yeah.
No vocal spells right now in that fucking bubble.
No, I had to check to see if this life drain spell had a vocal component. So I'm like, oh no, it doesn't. Just she's just
many spells do. So
yeah, no, many of them do. This one.
Okay. So I am going to, because once I see that, because once Gilbetta sees like, okay, so the silence isn't stopping her from casting the spell that she probably wanted to cast anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna Gilbetta's gonna just drop concentration on that, and then cast through a window.
Yeah.
So that's tough.
I'm just looking through my spell cards. I'm like, I have exactly one spell that doesn't have a verbal component.
Yeah,
and it's the one.
You know how many has a cleric?
But it's the one that I've narratively added a verbal component to, so I don't have any non-verbal spells.
Do you know how many I have as a cleric? None. Literally every single cleric spell has a verbal component.
Great.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, but I'm gonna cast another spell which will automatically drop concentration on the silence.
All right. What are you gonna do?
Let me see.
What are you gonna throw at her?
Let's see. So many options.
So many spells I can slay.
Yeah, no, I have like 7. I have like 10 prepared spells now, so it's like, ugh.
It's like a smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Like destruction.
Yes. I guess since I'm outside the house, I'm gonna use I'm gonna like go inside the house.
Yeah. You like kick down the door.
Yeah. Or like, you know what? Since I'm at the window, Gilbetta's just gonna like bust through the window.
You can do a window leap. All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go through the window, and what are you gonna do for your action?
It's a small house, right? I know it's like falling apart, but
it's small. It's like a one room. It's like a loft.
Okay. So now that I am through the door, I'm going to I don't want to do that yet. Okay. You'll see. I'll tell you later when, like, if I end up doing it. You'll know what I'm talking about. But for right now, I'm just going to try to go up to her.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do a little sacred flame.
Okay.
Do a little cantripping.
All right. So you throw some sacred flame her way. You dive through the window, throw some sacred flame. Give me an acrobatics check on diving through that window, and I might give you advantage on the sacred flame.
All right.
Well, or give her disadvantage.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so you did good enough on your acrobatics to surprise her, so she got disadvantage on her dodge roll to get out of the way of that. So she got hit. She took 8 damage. So your sacred flame burns her. So Gilbetta dives through the window and has cast holy light, some holy flames onto this woman who you very much enjoy the company of. And this woman can now speak. And Koshano, it's your turn.
Okay, am I still under this woman's spell, or is her concentration broken?
You still like her a lot, but you don't feel like you want to fight Gilbetta.
Oh. Okay. Gilbetta, what are you doing? I realize the last few days have been hard, but you can't just attack people. Okay, what, my dear, are you okay?
She's draining the life directly out of you. What? What are you talking about?
No, I mean, she grabbed me a bit hard, perhaps. It was a surprise, but she's
what?
She's clearly in trouble.
She's trying to kill you.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
Oh my god. I should have done the thing. I I was going to do.
And Jalandra kind of snuggles up with Koshano and says, "Leave us alone."
Please. Gilbetta, I may have found happiness here. Why must you ruin this?
You have not! You have found death!
Alright, and Yeevy's snapped out of it.
Oh my god.
Yeevy draws his sword and makes an attack.
Yeevy, what are you doing? Stand down!
Yeah, not so much. Not so much with the attacking for Yeevy. He makes a swing at her and she's like, "Little thing." Yeevy, hearing your orders, is like, I don't know what to do.
Yeevy, I know he's the one that gives you orders, but he is not of his right mind right now.
She points out a finger at you, Gilbetta, and she says, "Ray of sickness." And this sickly green ray comes out of her finger and comes towards you.
Gross.
And it is a versus attack. So let's see if she can break your armor class with a 16.
Oh, damn, barely, but yeah.
Alright, so she shoots out a ray of sickness at you, and I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
If I had my shield out, that wouldn't have shit, but you're not.
Oof. Alright, that is not good enough. You needed 10 or better. You're poisoned. You're poisoned until the end of the turn.
Great.
And you take 8 poison damage from the attack.
Oof.
Great.
Oof.
Alright, well, luckily I ate a million things, so I got my 4 temporary and then just 4 from my actual health.
Alright, so Jalandra has cast this spell on Gilbetta, and you see it now, and you're like, what? She knows magic now, apparently. This spell's got everything.
Right?
Oh my god. Stop.
What a package.
Now.
Stop this nonsense.
Alright, Gilbetta, what are you going to throw at her?
Oh, I forgot that it's my turn again.
Yeah, you're...
I'm so used to being there to so many more people that it's like
small-
I have to wait
small room.
forever.
This is like...
Okay. I don't know if this will have the effect I'm hoping that it will have,
Oh god.
but I'm gonna try it to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth
Alright.
because I'm hoping that will make her drop her glamour.
Oh shit.
Throw up Zone of Truth.
Alright. So hold on. I'm gonna give it a little clicky do.
Alright, so you throw up a Zone of Truth. It doesn't drop the enchantment, but she no longer is able to lie through the enchantment.
Okay.
So she does say, she's right, Koshano, I am trying to kill you. She is trying to save your life. And bizarrely, you're kind of okay with it.
I'm so glad that you felt you could be honest with me. This is the kind of solid foundation our relationship needs to begin on.
I'm not sorry I deceived you.
Oh my god.
I don't expect you to be sorry for anything, my dear.
I'm a predator, and this is how I catch my prey.
That's birds of a feather we are.
All right, you have an advantage on your wisdom saving throw now,
Thank
Koshano.
God. Alright. There we go.
So it drops, and this woman's horrific visage is displayed for you, and all of the beauty and everything fades away, and it's just this wrinkled, partially rotted, green-skinned woman with this long hair and these long claws.
What? Oh shit. You know, now he sees what's going on. Oh, fuck. Okay, so do I still get an action here?
You sure do.
Alright. So he's going to actually fuck it. He's just gonna pull out that dagger and stab it straight into her.
Okay.
Just a panic slash.
Just like, nah!
Gilbetta says, finally!
Alright.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Does the deed. What do we got here? Why does it not, Oh wait, hold on. So I gotta hand roll the damage. Okay, it's fine, I got it. What is it? 1d4 plus 3 piercing, okay.
Okay.
So 7 piercing.
Alright. So you do 7 piercing damage to her, and she's like, ha!
And I'm going to back away from her in the process too, as much as I can.
Okay. Alright. And Yibi takes a swing at her now. Yibi does very well. Cuts into her for another 4 damage.
Okay.
Alright. And now it's her turn again. What is she gonna throw out? Nah, she's just gonna come at you, Koshano, and flail her claws. So her dark black claws are coming towards you.
Oh god!
10 versus your AC?
10, I'm good.
You're able to dodge out of the way. Just get out of
I'm
the
gonna
way.
dodge out of that one. Gross!
Go back up to Gilbetta again. Can't hear you again.
Kind of looking over at his arm. Like, oh my god, I can't believe that touched me.
You found me beautiful once.
I going to have to examine that later.
Maybe this is what you're into.
I have varied tastes.
All right,
He may have once, but he never will again. Tried to cast inflict wounds.
Okay. Give me those wounds.
Mind.
All right. Touch 12 is enough. And 12 necrotic damage. She takes it. She is not happy.
Well.
You touch her and her skin starts to decay away, and she's like, "Ah, you bitch!"
Yes. Oh,
great.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any good combat spells here.
Down. There.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna draw my mace, my Moonstone Punisher.
Okay. All right. Now we're up to Yibi and Koshano.
Does this witch seem any worse for wear at this point, or whatever she is?
She's pretty roughed up at this point. Like, you guys have put a couple rounds in her, and she's not looking super great.
Okay, then I'm feeling a little bit enraged with such deception. She looked
I'm
just
angry and confused.
She looked just like someone I used to know. So I've decided, rather than my normal instinct to GTFO, I'm gonna take another swing with my rapier since she's looking a little rough.
All right, that's a hit.
And it's 1D. I can't fucking see this shit.
Should be able to just click on it, and then it should roll your damage.
It should. There we go.
You attack, and then you click on the damage side of it, it rolls the damage.
Yeah, when I do that, it just does that.
Yeah, that's weird.
What? All right. Well, it's 1d8 plus 3 is what it says.
Okay. So give me your 1d8 plus 3.
So 4.
All right. So you slash her for 4 damage.
Yeah.
Like, ah! And she points at you and shoots a ray of sickness. No, wait. Yibi's gonna attack.
Yeah, Yibi.
Yibi's got an attack, and Yibi does all right. He hits her as well. Not as good as he hit her the last time, but he does hit her for a whole 6 damage. He does a little better than Koshano.
A little better.
Yibi is the real MVP right now.
Right? Just racking that.
He's all over this. He got out of the charm before you. He's all right, so she fires a ray of sickness at you, and the ray of sickness comes your way for 22 versus your AC.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Oh, and Gilbetta, on the last turn, you took 5 poison damage.
Oh, 5 more? Okay.
Yeah, and you are no longer poisoned. It just hurt you.
Okay. Alright, well, Gilbetta's fine. Like, Gilbetta
will survive.
Gilbetta's got plenty of health here right now. Like, we're good.
Koshano, you take 5 poison damage from the ray of sickness. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
Ain't no poison on you.
Nice.
All right, back to the top of the round for Gilbetta.
Back to Gilbetta. Gilbetta has something in store for you, bitch.
Oh shit!
Coming down.
Moonstone.
Moonstone Punisher. Here for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Wait, hold on. I think it rolled a D8 plus 1. It didn't roll 2D10.
Are you doing the moonbeam?
Yeah. Yeah. It's nighttime, right? Isn't it nighttime?
Yeah, it is nighttime. All right, so you're doing the moonbeam for it then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so the moonbeam, she just does a thing to see if she gets out of the way. And she does, so she'll take half damage on that, rolling a 2d10.
I can't. see it. There's a perpetual, those little black hover boxes. There's a perpetual one of those right in the way at the bottom of my chat box. It won't go away.
Well, I can see it. You did 9 damage, so she takes half of that right now. But this pillar of moonlight crashes down through the ceiling and kind of surrounds her. She is seared.
Yup.
She's not loving it. Koshano, you're up, along with Evie.
I'm gonna keep hacking away. Keep hacking away with that daggone rapier.
Keep cutting.
13.
13 hits.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Alright, so you hit her for another 8 damage. She's barely holding on. Evie in for the kill steal.
Evie, finish her!
Evie hits her for another 6 damage, and she goes down. She's like, I'm dying! What a world! What a world! Ah! she kind of crumples into a heap and falls over dead, and the illusion of everything drops, and there's like a pile of humanoid bones in the corner. There's the pot has all kinds of bizarre things out of it. There's like a skull floating in it. And
do you see now, Koshano?
it's just kind of a gross place.
Yes, I'm sorry. She looked exactly like someone I used to know.
Okay, well, that's called a spell.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Wait. What the fuck is this place? And he's gonna kind of look around, see if he notices anything interesting.
Okay.
In this magical hut.
Okay. Do an investigation check for me.
Investigation for you. All right. 9. Well, I mean, make it a 10, but still.
Yeah. 10 investigation. You look around. You find a small chest, and inside there are 2 minor healing potions.
Oh. These will be good to have. I probably should save these. I'm going to take those and save them.
She appeared to have brewed up. There is also a scroll.
Oh, yeah?
The scroll with the spell. As soon as I see it here. Wow. Scroll with the spell Fairy Fire on it.
Alright. That's not nothing.
And then it's just kind of like a gross kind of witch's den.
And the gross witch's den.
Yeah, Yeeby kind of tugs on you and he says, Hag!
Yeah, yes. Yes, Evie. Thank
Green
you.
Hag.
Huh?
Green Hag.
Green hag. Is that what this was?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for recognizing it before I did.
Don't feel bad. Yeeby tricked too.
I say, well, best we get back to camp, wouldn't you say?
Gilbetta just says, men.
Thank you, Gilbetta.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Gilbetta. Actually, perhaps you better hold on to these. No, actually, I need to hold on to these potions in case you go down. Never mind.
You can heal. Never mind, these are mine.
Yeah.
Can I do an investigation check to see? I know she had a bunch of herbs. Can I do an investigation check to see if she had anything that could be, or whatever check, to see if she had anything that could be used to make another healing potion or something?
Sure. Take a look around. Do an investigation check.
Nice.
Oh, that's a 20?
That's a 20. She was working on a potion of life drain. She was almost done by the time you arrived. Your investigation is so good that you think you might be able to complete the potion
Whoa, let's
It's
do
the
that.
components that are there.
Whoa.
But you will need to do 3 different Arcana checks.
Be right back.
If you want, you can do them on your own, or you can direct your party members to assist you.
How assist me? How like do their own Arcana checks?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Can I do a combination of those things?
You certainly can.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna ask Evie to do one.
That's
Just
probably
because,
fair.
Just because, listen, Evie, you were great getting snapping yourself out of that, but you're not much in the way of magic.
He does have 1 Arcana.
Great.
For his skill.
To be fair, that's all I have too.
I've got 2 Arcana.
He's exactly as good at magic as you are.
I've got 2 Arcana and Jack of all trades. I'm better at magic than you.
Oh, by the way, you can put Jack of all trades on your character sheet. You know that, right?
It is.
But to where it'll automatically do it.
I couldn't.
We should tinker with our character sheets because they added a bunch of new features. But anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting me know.
anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All right. So Koshano, I have to listen. Do you think you could do? I'm going to do one of them. Would you like to try one or the other 2?
Well, I know a bit about these things.
All right.
I suppose I could try whatever you don't feel comfortable with.
All right.
Kind of your rodeo.
Let's see if we can. This would be great if we could do this.
Okay. So I'll pop an Arcana check. So I got a 10.
All right.
Oof.
Uh,
All right. So those were the first 2 checks in trying to complete the potion. What's the third one?
Can I
Who's
use?
going to do the third?
Can I use? Bardic Inspiration doesn't help with skill checks, does it?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
I don't think it's. If you click the spell, it should pull it up.
Yeah, it would say.
Bardic Inspiration.
I always forget what it specifically does.
You can inspire others through stirring words. Use bonus action. Your turn. 60 feet. Bardic Inspiration die. 10 minutes. And add the number rolled to. Okay, yeah. So you can give him a d6, and once in the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So I'm gonna give Gilbetta a inspiration die for the final check. So run the check and then add a d6 to it.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Should have done that.
Gilbetta's gonna close her eyes and focus.
I've got this.
Actually, I bought some d6s so I can track these. Oh shit.
And what's that D6 added to it?
So that's an 8.
Oof. Well,
You finished the potion. You don't think you did a super great job of it, but you finished the potion.
Okay. We're still gonna take this, right?
remind me what this is supposed to do?
This is supposed to be a potion of life stealing.
Yeah, so kind of like similar to what she was using on you.
Right. Okay then. Well.
But maybe not as good, I don't know. It might be a nice, fun Hail Mary to throw in a fight.
I mean, sure, but let's take it. If nothing else, it's a good decoy.
All right.
I broke the back of my chair off.
Does it?
Oh, nice. That's great to know.
Do between the two of us, do we have any way to sense whether something is magic, or are we just strictly going on our intellectual prowess?
You're just going on your knowledge.
So we can't even see is this going to have some sort of effect? Is it at least going to appear magical to somebody who would know better? We don't even know.
No, it's gonna appear like a potion.
All right. Okay. Well, I vote we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. The place where you almost died for a pretty lady.
what? It's not just a pretty. I thought she was. I knew she couldn't be, but I. Never mind. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Mr. Koshano the Quick don't get attached to anybody. Thought it was someone from his past.
Can we just go? Can we just go?
What lady could have such an effect on Mr. Koshano?
I'd rather not discuss it. Can we please go?
Yeah, I figured out that you'd rather not discuss it.
He's gonna start walking out back towards the cart.
Yee follows you. You guys did find 5 gold pieces inside as well.
Oh, nice.
All right. You can have those.
Seeing as I paid your bail.
Yeah.
All right.
Paid my bail, but you have never asked what was wrong. Bastard. Anyway, let's go.
I was focused on getting us out of jail. Excuse me.
All right. So the group makes its way back to the cart, and you can continue camping out for the rest of the night and try to get the rest of your rest.
Yeah. At this point, Koshano's not taking the watch right away. He's gotta go. He's gotta lie down. It's a little much.
I say we let Yibi keep watch.
Let Yibi Sam watch first. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really take any damage.
Yeah, he's fine. And I need my spell slots back, so I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so can we finish up our long rest and get our stuff back?
All right, so you guys put Yibi on watch, and you guys finish up your long rest.
Okay.
And we'll take a little break there, and we'll reconvene in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's put us to break.
Hello.
Hello. I was talking about my upcoming first time DMing.
Upcoming foray into dungeon mastering. Hello, everyone.
Evie's exhausted.
Welcome back to Mercs of Mischief. When last we left our heroes, Koshano encountered a hag who reminded him of somebody he used to know.
When you put it that way, it sounds bad.
And then he was lured to the forest to be devoured, but was rescued.
Hansel and Gretel situation.
Yes, by Gilbetta. So now the party has rested up at the cart and continued on their journey.
And now I order my life like 4 times.
This is ongoing to solve these problems.
Yeah.
Right.
That was wild. It was wild.
So that's what happens when you sleep in the woods. Sometimes this stuff happens, sometimes it doesn't. So you guys continue on your journey. And you make your way to you actually make your way all the way to that town that I totally remember the name of because it's in my camp. Come on.
Yep. That one. That be the one.
Yeah, you know the one that.
The one with the drawn and courtier.
Yeah, the one you live close to.
Yeah.
It's not Yartar, is it? That's a different place.
That's where we left
Red
it.
Larch. God damn it, Red Larch. Holy crap,
Red
that was
Larch.
blank. Okay. You make your way to Red Larch this time.
Okay.
So because you have a full day's ride, you actually take up and get quite far, making all your way to Red Larch on this journey. So if you'd like, you can stay the night there.
Yeah, I want to go back to the drawn and courtier, and I want to see if that bard is around.
All right. You return to the Drawn and Courtier. The bard is not around. The only person who is there is the woman who runs it.
Woman who runs it. All right. Hello again. Don't know if you remember us. We're here. A bit ago. We would like to partake of your lodgings once again.
You made it back. All right.
Most of us did.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are a bit light this time.
Yes, a few of our team members are indisposed at the moment.
Did you find that coin you were looking for?
Do we find what now?
You said you were looking for a coin last time.
Did we know? We said we were investigating the Wailing Tomb.
Sorry, the Wailing Tomb. Sorry, my mistake. Did you find the Wailing Tomb?
Is there a coin there we were supposed to be finding?
No, she didn't say the coin. I thought you mentioned it last time.
Oh, I see.
That was DM mistake.
No, I don't think we did. I hope we didn't. Maybe we did.
No, I don't think you did.
Hey, Gilbetta, you're silent.
Knowing Koshano, he very well might have, though.
It's possible.
You definitely talked about the tomb.
We definitely talked about the tomb.
Say you didn't.
Yes, the Wailing Tomb, it had, apparently there was a second level, but the entrance seemed to be collapsed, so...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I'll have to get everybody to update their maps.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yes,
Don't go
I
there.
suppose it could be possible for an enterprising mining crew or something to break their way in there and see what secrets it holds, but that's too much trouble for us.
Yep, not interested.
That we weren't offered that level of pay for this particular job.
Well, maybe I'll send that up to my son. Maybe if he's something he'll be interested in.
Oh yes, and I'd certainly be curious to hear about that. Perhaps he can stop by the Avalon Keep sometime and introduce himself. I've heard great things. It would be quite an honor to meet your son.
Maybe he will. I have little control over what he does.
But in either case, and he kind of turns to Gilbetta. One room?
What?
How many rooms do we need for the evening?
One room is fine. Let's keep our money about us.
Certainly. And he kind of gets a smile.
And then Gilbetta remembers when he's like, "Oh shit, that's right." I did.
So,
she thinks to herself like, "Oh, I did tell him that." Okay.
One room then.
Very well. She books you guys for one room. She does ask for the 10 gold pieces for the night.
I'll pay it.
All right.
Okay.
Now I'll have no more mention of you paying my way out of jail.
Certainly not. So we never discussed what happened the last time we were here.
What? You don't remember?
Of course I remember. I just thought we perhaps should discuss it since we're colleagues, and I hadn't known you had those interests in regards to myself. He's surprised. He's uncharacteristically
Bashful.
doesn't know what to say here. Right? Romantic relationships is something he's avoided for a long time.
He's super bashful right now. That's great.
So he's not even sure how to approach this.
Well, from last time, I was quite flattered, but now seeing your taste in women.
Well, so you broke up on us a bunch.
Oh, I said last time I was flattered, but this time seeing your taste in women. I don't know.
That I was under a charm, obviously, and she was using. It, all right, fine. Forget I mentioned it. Never mind.
Okay. Gilbetta shrugs.
So yeah.
She got what she wanted.
So what kind of I know what kind of shops are in this town? Is there
not a whole lot. There's like a cart shop and
nothing interesting like a bookstore or magic shop?
No, not so much. This is kind of a smaller town, so it's mostly traveling goods and that kind of thing.
Okay. Well,
also, just out of character for a moment. It's exciting to me because I'm really close to Phandalin, and like I know a lot about that place because I'm researching it for my campaign.
we could go there.
I know Barthen.
Let's go talk to Barthen.
It's Barthen's provisions. Yeah, he runs a provision place in Phandalin.
Yeah, come on, don't you know Barthen?
No, I was thinking.
Barthen?
Again,
Barthen's provisions in Phandalin?
I was thinking that was
but
the guy.
You gotta be careful, because
the guy who runs the yawning portal for a second. I was like, that's not in Phandalin.
No, you gotta be careful though, because there's a goblin lair up there.
I seem to do all right with goblins.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So after this awkward exchange, Koshano's just gonna kind of like dump his bag in the room and then go back down to the bar, and kind of just open up his ears, go up, order an ale, and just kind of open up his ears to see if there's any chatter that he should be concerned about regarding, their recent exploits.
Nothing much going on here. Things are fairly quiet.
Good.
Hmm.
So yeah, I suppose he has a drink and some food, and then just kind of quietly goes to bed because everything's wild. Everything's fucked up right now. He's not trying to let on, but everything's real fucked up right now.
He's having a hard time.
He's having a real hard time.
Okay.
Rethinking his views on the gods and interpersonal relationships, and
the trip is taking its
his
toll.
racist views continue to be unraveled as he's once again saved by a goblin. Sort of saved by a goblin.
Evie is becoming his best friend ever.
Yeah, dude. Like, hardcore.
Right.
He's my Robin. He's my young ward.
Okay.
How many beds are in this room?
It is a single bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
But Koshano has left you alone for the night, so.
Yeah, eventually he's gonna quietly go in and, depending on the situation, if it's occupied. He's not gonna help himself to the bed if she's there, but if she's not, he might just pass it on the bed.
Alright.
Gilbetta's gonna trance like in the corner.
Okay, then he's gonna use the bed.
Alright. So you trance, you sleep.
She
you guys are
basically.
able
Oh
to-
wait. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna run a bath and just trance and sleep in the bath.
That works. So you have a little sleep in the bath. You guys are able to have an uneventful night now that you're actually staying in the town. And you wake up the next day. It's uneventful. You don't have any problems. You get your full night's rest. And you're welcome to continue.
Alright. We'll continue along then. Pack it up. One last check to see the bard. Trying to find a bard somewhere in this goddamn world who can help me out.
There doesn't appear to be anybody in this town. The local bards are both out.
Oof. Alright. Continuing along.
All right.
I suppose that
So-
as we're traveling too, maybe Evie's riding the mule, since we got the horse and the cart and the mule.
The heart
Yeah, sure,
and the
Evie.
horse.
Evie could be riding the mule, if you like.
Yeah,
There you guys.
that's
He's
Evie, alright.
quite happy. It's a mighty steed for him.
Yeah.
So you travel along with Evie, and you guys are able actually to make it back to Cookie's Crap Shack late at night
Great.
before having to camp out somewhere else again. Kind of making extra time on this trip now that you have a better steed.
Fantastic. So yeah, what's the deal when we get there? Is their patrons? What's the sitch?
Well, when you arrive, walk inside, and waiting just quietly at a table is Owen Stone.
Oh, fuck, great.
Oh, Mr. Stone. I'm glad to see that you are here.
Yes, and I'm glad to see that you survived. I trust your journey was relaxing.
Far from it. In fact,
Not the word I would use exactly.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
you may notice that we are a few short in our party.
I do see that.
Yes, well, it turned out that the monk was a bit unhinged, and he is currently in the ward of the Yata local guard.
Oh, very well. Were you able to recover the artifact?
We were, but want to be sure that given the great trouble we went to secure the artifact, despite our situation we ran into, we do still expect payment for that fourth member, even though he has been removed from our party.
Very well.
Okay.
Have the artifact?
He's gonna reach into his bag and get the coin that is in his bag that he believes to be the fake one, and he's going to give it to Mr. Stone.
Alright. You pass it over to Mr. Stone. He takes out his spyglass and looks at it, and he pulls out the coin. He carefully removes the mechanism, works it a few times, turns it over, works it again. Sets the coin down, carefully puts the spyglass away, sets 4 bags of gold onto the table.
Very good. There is one thing I feel should mention, briefly after we left, we did circle back just to see if we had missed anything, make sure we had the proper artifacts. The entrance was sealed off, as if from a cave-in, but quite dramatic and sudden. Did not seem like it was an accident.
That is unusual.
Yeah.
I'll have to send word to my lord. But it appears the artifact is not what we're looking for.
What?
You will, of course, be paid for retrieving it, but we will not be taking it into our possession.
Wait,
Was there?
Is this not
Thank you,
what we're
and good
supposed
day.
to get?
It does
Indeed,
look.
it was.
It does look like
Yes.
the drawing that you showed us.
Yes,
But it was
does.
like suspended in like a thing, and like how could this not be?
Miss fucking not. Your team has completed the task as it was laid out for you, and you will be paid for it.
Fair
However, we will
enough.
not be taking this artifact
Alright.
with us, as it is not what we were expecting to receive.
Oh, all right. Well,
Alright.
Old legends, you see. Not always panning out. My lord will be disappointed, but
Well,
work for pay.
I have to say we're also a bit disappointed that we went to such trouble for a useless item. But as you say,
Well,
we were hired for a task,
yeah.
and we're happy that we could complete that task for you. And please don't hesitate to bring any future jobs into our notice.
Yes, this was completed most professionally. You may hear from my master for further requests in the future.
Wait, from him or from you again?
I will be the
From
liaison.
actually from him? Ah, of course.
He generally does not meet in person.
Yes, rich and mysterious, I suppose he is.
Yes, picks the coin off the counter and tosses it to Koshano. Here, keep it as a souvenir.
Well, thank you. Mm.
Our business is concluded, and I will say good day to you.
Good day, Mr.
And he
Stone.
takes his things and leaves.
All right. I'm gonna send Yeeby for Wormspit so we can get a status update.
Okay. Send Evie for Orpson. Evie kind of salutes and goes out.
I'm gonna take. Wait, hey, Koshano,
Yes.
shall we split Baz's gold?
I don't see why not. If Zavel chooses to take vacation time, then he forfeits his bonus.
Well, Savel's not here, so.
Precisely. We'll hold his 1,000 for him when he returns. But
We'll hold on to it later.
we'll hold his 1,000. But
It's Zavel. He will be surely wanting his money as soon as possible.
But I don't see why he's entitled to a share of the additional funds that we've acquired.
Right. We are the ones that delivered the gold.
So we'll take 1,500 each, and we'll hold on to the other 1,000 for Zavel.
You did do the extra job of killing your new girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's true.
Killed Koshano.
Love of my life.
Mrs. the Quick.
Mrs. Quick. Miss Quick.
Wait. Oh my god.
All right, is Cookie around?
Cookie is around. He kind of comes out the back and he says, "That guy gives me the creeps."
I don't disagree.
I don't either.
But it's looking like we got a bit of cash flow going now.
Yes, indeed. I should be quite of assistance. Do you notice anything strange, Cookie?
I notice you're a couple of folks down. Looks like the tiefling and the halfling decided to stay behind.
Yes, well, about that.
The halfling, yes, the halfling. He loved that. He loved it there. So
Yata
he
is apparently a favorite pleasure holiday spot for Zavel, so he chose to stay for a bit, unsurprisingly. Baz, on the other hand, is
That
a bit more
fucking
complicated.
traitorous bastard. Shut up, Koshano. That
Alright.
traitorous bastard attacked us in the fucking street, and we were arrested for defending ourselves from.
Sounds like you got into a little bit of trouble. But at least everyone's okay.
Obviously, as you can see,
I hope he dies where he. Shut up, Koshano. I hope he dies where he is.
So yes. Well, we are free, and we seem to have made at least a loose alliance with the sheriff of Yata in the process. Not quite with the hand, but still, it seems that Yata may in the future serve as an allied area.
It looks like you got your hands on a nice new cart, too.
Oh, yes!
Yes.
That was
Courtesy of Team Growl.
a bit of trouble along the path with some bandits, but only a bit. They were dispatched quite swiftly. You know, we don't need to discuss it. Baz killed them, okay? But we got a cart and a horse.
And a horse. We got a horse.
And a horse.
Ah.
So.
Yes.
I'd say that's a pretty profitable trip, all things considered.
And we also apparently, the coin that we gave to Odin was not what they wanted. So we still got.
Yeah, I saw that part. You want me to take it and throw it into the temporary vault?
Yeah, so Koshano kind of looks over at Gilbetta like, are we gonna tell Cookie what's up? Like kind of non-verbally.
Maybe we should have him. Maybe we should have him put it in the temporary vault. Oh, booted man.
So Koshano's gonna take the coin out of his pocket and he's gonna hand it over to Cookie and just say, "Does this seem like an important artifact to you?"
All right, Cookie gives it a once-over investigation.
This is the one Stone said was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something somebody'd use in a ritual of some sort.
Okay, well, a follow-up question.
It's a tool, but like any other tool, it's only as dangerous as the person who uses it.
Follow-up question.
Follow up.
He's gonna pull off his boot and dump the other one out onto the table. Does this look any different?
All right. Cookie looks at both of them. Why'd you put the fake one in your boot?
Oh, shit.
Well, to be honest, we weren't sure which was which. Zavel was the only one who knew, and he had them delivered to us as a pair. So...
Oh, my God.
It seems that...
So it wouldn't have mattered. We wasted all that time.
I love it. I saw this coming, too.
I mean, I had a suspicion, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to watch you guys go through all that, like exactly what I was gonna do.
As soon as we started doing all that, I was just like, this isn't even gonna matter.
Yeah.
It was great though. It was great. So well, we didn't know which one was the fake one. Zavel knew which one was the fake one. He made it.
And he's
on apparently pleasure hiatus.
I don't
know. I'm pretty sure he's living at the brothel right now, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So yes, perhaps put the real whatever it is into the vault. Is the vault secure at this point?
The temporary vault's secure. The main vault still needs to be taken care of.
Right. I feel we need to prioritize that. What are the chances?
You're not ready.
I'm not saying us.
Right, okay.
What is our ally situation like at the moment? I know you had mentioned that some of the previous members of the academy were still around somewhere.
There are a couple of people around. There was a sorcerer I wanted you to seek the counsel of. He might be able to help us out in securing the old vault. But I'll talk to you more about it in the morning. It's pretty late now. You should be getting some rest.
Right. Late.
Right. Yes.
What about what is Yibi
Yibi has not yet returned with words.
law?
All right. Well, in the meantime, is there any supper left on the stove, Cookie?
Well, I knew you'd be coming back, so I saved some stew for you.
Fantastic. If we could have
Great.
stew and Tommy, just an ale tonight, no mead. The
Yes.
trip has been quite interesting.
Yeah, Koshano almost had an interesting interaction.
I did have an interesting interaction.
Well, it was almost more interesting.
That's true.
Perhaps you could regale me with these tales.
Well,
Oh, yes. You want to tell it, Koshano, from your point of view?
I'd actually rather not, thank you.
She's just totally giving him the business on this.
Okay, I'll tell you, Tommy. Long story short, Hag disguised herself as a pretty lady. Koshano fell for it and almost got himself killed. Even Yibi figured it out before Koshano did.
Oh, don't feel bad, Koshano. I once had one of my thralls who was very good at the charm spell. It's difficult to resist.
Tommy, she seemed to do something with the nature of her charm spell that it was like she knew what I would respond to most.
What Koshano is saying is that she looked like someone from his past.
It's not unusual.
How?
Charm spell works on your mind. So, if you wanted to see someone that you wanted to be with, you would see them.
I see.
Someone like them.
I
It's
would
not-
like to learn more about these matters. Tommy, do you suppose you could perhaps tutor me in the arcane ways?
I could teach you a few things. Much of my abilities come from blood. But
I have no idea
Some
where my
are
abilities...
particularly magical in nature.
Tommy, I don't know where my abilities come from. I have a loose understanding of the bardic magic, but as I think you've seen, I have very little control over these things, and I'm becoming concerned. The last few months have been quite illuminating.
I think it is time for Spoonie to pay you a visit. Give you a little hand.
Is Spoonie around?
Not yet, but he may be here soon.
If you have any way to send him a message, I would greatly appreciate his help.
I will tell him to make haste.
Thank you.
In the meantime, eat up. And it's a thick, creamy stew. It has potatoes and turnips and bits of shellfish
Ooh.
Fancy.
inside as well.
Are these river shellfish, or are we trading with coastal people now?
There are small amounts of like some crayfish, some crawdads.
Nice. Okay.
And there are some river clams.
Good old muddy bayou gumbo.
Before eating it, Gilbetta prays for the lives of these little.
Pray for the lives of the sea creatures. Thank you for your sacrifice. All right.
Very
It's
good.
our friend.
You eat up your spit, your food, and Yibi comes back and he says, Wormspit says report in the morning.
All right. Fair enough. I suppose there's no hurry. Sean's just gonna finish his food.
Okay.
Head on to bed. And get some rest. Process.
Gilbetta's not going to bed.
It's not going to
Has been for a swim in the night.
bed.
Ooh, you looking for your girlfriend?
Okay.
You don't know about that.
No.
Nobody knows.
Koshano does
I
it.
didn't tell you about it.
But Koshano went to bed. Koshano's not talking right now.
Yeah.
No, she's like dying for midnight. So I moved. She hasn't because it wasn't close enough to the end to swim, and like it's just
Right.
so she goes to the basement like she's going to bed, and then she just swims out. And
There's a little gate there.
Down.
Just kind of
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, while you're out swimming at night, you hear familiar laughter. Do a perception check for me.
Okay. So.
You see her again. This woman with the fins swimming around in the moonlight.
I'm gonna swim like a little bit closer, but like not right up to her.
Okay. You swim closer to her. She dives under the water and vanishes from your sight.
Again with this shit.
But this time, she comes up behind you, kind of startling you a little bit. And she kind of floats backward a little bit, and then she reaches out her hand to you.
Hey girl, hey! I'll take it.
You take her hand, and she dives into the water, pulling you. And at this point, you're fairly familiar with the undersea portions of the river. What you see is completely different. You see sections of a sunken city. You can see clearly where it leads back onto land, and the water is unusually warm.
The fuck?
She pulls you down with her, not in a way that seems sinister, just kind of like leading you on. And she leads you kind of through the streets of this city, and you can see it's overgrown with coral and sea life. It has been underwater for some time. And she pulls you up to this incredible, enormous temple of Selune.
What?
And she's smiling at you, and she brings you up to it, and it's completely encrusted, and the doors are sealed. And she reaches out her hand with hers and kind of pushes your hand against the door with hers. And you can see a crescent moon start to glow a faint, kind of pinky purplish light on the door. The same color as your hammer. And then she lets go of your hand and looks at you and says, I'm the city moon priestess. And then it fades away. And you are underwater in the river.
Quest!
What? 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 What?
You're in the
Is she gone
river
too?
outside of Cookie's Crab Shack.
And she's gone? And
She's
everything
He's gone.
is just like normal? Alright. I guess I'm gonna like swim around and see like what the fuck, if there's anything here or if it was all just like some sort of illusion or something.
Alright, take a look around, give me a perception check and then investigate to see what you find.
19.
19. You actually find a bracelet down near the bottom of the river. And the bracelet has what looks like these pearlescent moons, kind of one after another, surrounding it.
Let me tell you, I saw Alicia today. She had her little musical bag.
And yeah, that's what you find.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. You pick up that bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And then
you recognize the bracelet is made out of undersea materials that you don't find in this area. And in fact, the kind of environment that you're used to living off of the coast of the Sword Coast, these are foreign to you. These came from a distant land, and you're not sure how they got here. These came from very warm waters. Not something that you're used to.
what? Do I think it would survive? Like, if I took it out of the water, like, is it like?
Yeah, you think it'd be okay.
It's
like,
not okay.
The material is hardy. It's just not.
Okay.
Around.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna take it and put it. I'm gonna put it in my bag for now, I guess.
All right.
And I'm gonna swim up. I'm not getting out of the water, but I'm gonna swim up like back to the riverbank.
Yeah.
And like take the bracelet out and look at it in the moonlight just to see if anything happens.
Nothing happens with it, but you just kind of spend some time admiring it and enjoying your swim.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's the thing that happened.
Koshano, while you sleep, the bard, whose pan flute you have,
Jamie!
giving you wind mantle, he appears to you again while you're sleeping. And you're in. It looks like a kind of an inn setting, and he is sitting at the stage playing his pan flute, and you're just sitting up by the stage, and the two of you are talking while he kind of idly plays some tunes. He says, "You're having some trouble."
I don't know why I am able to do the things I do. I've known bards. I was around bards quite a bit in my younger years, but I was never taught the bardic ways. I was never taught how to use the weave. I know of it. I don't understand why when I sing certain songs or say certain words, things happen. Sometimes I can, if I intend to, I can make the effect more powerful. But if I don't intend to, sometimes the effect happens anyways. I don't how... What is this that we do?
You never really did have any training, did you?
Not in magic.
All music is a kind of magic. It can make people feel things, bring back memories, brighten souls.
Yes, but
bring someone
sometimes
to tears.
it can also make well-defended keeps explode. So
Yes, at some extremes you can. It's
how do I harness it?
the feelings all come from inside you. Usually, a bard has a certain amount of confidence and direction. You don't have these things. You're like a storm. You're all tangled up and tumbling around. You need to straighten yourself out, find your direction, find your song. And once you have your song, you will gain a better understanding of how to use the other songs in your repertoire.
I don't have a song, Jamie. I'm a pawn in this life.
You don't have a song yet, Koshano. But you'll have one. We all have a song inside of us. Every single person. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight.
In the meantime, how can I stop casting unintended spells?
Training, Koshano. Lots of study. You've got to find somebody to teach you.
Is there any way I can call upon you if I need you?
My spirit is with my instrument. Sometimes I'll appear to you and sometimes I won't. It's difficult to say how and when these things will happen.
Well,
I've always been like the wind. I come and go.
well, Jamie, just remember that if I die, so does your story.
He just kind of laughs a little bit and starts playing a tune again on his pan flute.
I was a chuckle, like, yeah, I fucking love this guy. Like, he gets it. You know, I can't fuck with him. He gets it.
He's like, whatever you say, Koshano. He just keeps going.
All right, and then Koshano's gonna pick up a couple sticks and just kind of jam with him for the rest of the dream.
Yeah. All right. And before you wake up, as things stand, he says, "Don't worry, Koshano. You seem to have a natural talent for this. It's the only way you could have picked it up through osmosis. But if you have somebody to untangle you and give you some direction, you start to realize just what you're capable of." Anyways,
Thank you.
farewell, my friend. He fades away.
Nice.
It's a good little answer. Our talks are nice.
He's a nice guy. He's helpful.
Yeah, he's good little meetings, you know, yeah, that little breakdown. All right, so you guys wake up in the next morning.
As soon as I smell food cooking, I'm gonna go down, and I gotta talk to Cookie because I feel it's important that he has a better understanding of the implications of some of the things that we learned about Baz.
Okay.
So I'm gonna basically relay, what we found out, the little they
Okay.
shared with us, and conclude with. So Cookie, you had mentioned that amongst the rest of our relations, if you will, that Baz's former master, was a member of the academy. Do you know anything about his family that you perhaps didn't want to tell him? Because this was quite a surprise to all of us.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't know much about his families. I imagine they were tieflings as well.
Yes, but, discovering that his grandfather was this powerful wizard, the assumption is that his parents were something similar.
Possibly.
I guess I should ask if there are any enemies to that circle of folks that may now turn their, or actually at this point, enemies or allies that may turn their ire towards us. How is his master going to feel about the incident?
Not sure. I imagine I'll ask her if I see her again. But
Well,
as far as tieflings go, most tieflings got some trouble with some not so great people. Part of the ancient pacts. You see, tieflings didn't get that way from the start. They started out as people like you or me.
well,
But
like me, perhaps.
ancient infernal pacts turned them into what they are today. And those pacts are still in flux. Deals got to be paid and so on.
See. I don't know how that goes. Well, at least now you're aware of the expanding circumstances we're in.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But if anything concerning comes up, I'll be sure to let you know.
Speaking of concern, I assume that artifact, that coin, whatever it was or was not, is secure for the moment.
Indeed it is. Tucked it away.
Excellent. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna eat breakfast and wait for Wormspit to show up.
Okay. So for breakfast, it's waffles today. Waffles with a big dollop of whipped cream and various berries. A little dusting of powdered sugar.
Damn. All right, we getting fancy.
Lovely. I have to say, Cookie, the presentation of the food has greatly increased since our business has picked up. I'm quite impressed with your restaurateurship prowess.
Well, ever since the supplies opened up with golden fields again, I've been able to get a little more creative.
Naturally.
What is that sound?
Sorry, that sound is coming out of my window. I'm gonna mute for a bit unless you need me.
Okay.
Good lord.
That was loud. Alright.
So somebody's working a very angry snowblower to scrape the ice off the driveway.
Oh.
Let's see. Alright. So, you guys get back. Wormspit returns. Grabs himself a plate of waffles. And sits down with you. I trust your expedition was a success.
Well, apparently.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Apparently.
Our destinies are intertwined, so the success of you is also the success of our organization.
Nice.
Now then.
Yeah.
We have completed the repairs on the 2 sections of wall that you wanted us to work on.
Very.
Your newly trained recruits are finished.
Excellent. I assume no trouble came about as we were gone?
No issues at all. Everything was quite well taken care of. Although we did have to purchase some additional materials. 250 gold.
I see. Well, unfortunately, the bulk of our previous gold was with the quartermaster, who is now in the hands of law enforcement of a foreign town. So, I suppose we'll have to. Fuck it. 250. Yes, you know what? I will cover the 250 gold for this expense. I turn to Gilbetta. We really need a treasurer.
He gives you the receipts.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Cookie chimes up from the back. After I heard you had a little bit of trouble and were a couple folks down, I put out some feelers.
Ah.
We'll be bringing some folks in for interviews.
Cookie, the all-knowing.
Hopefully Zavel will be back to perform interviews by then as the HR manager.
Excellent.
Right, yes.
Hopefully she doesn't bet it.
Holy shit, we have to do like a mini episode of just Zavel interviewing new
Hopefully
candidates.
he doesn't bet any of them. Yes.
Great.
But might not be appropriate.
Yeah.
Yes, so, Wormspit, I would very much like to see what it is your people are building over there. With your permission, of course, a guided tour would be quite appreciated.
Oh, absolutely. Once we're finished breakfast, I'll take you on a tour of what we've done so far.
Fantastic. I'm just curious as what you're doing with the, patch of the keep we've given your people to make their own.
Ah, indeed. Tour.
I did want to ask, I assume that among you are some skilled craftsmen, are there not?
They're getting better at it. Our training program is rough, since we don't have anywhere to formally do it.
I'd like to commission a small carpentry project. When our friend Zavel returns, it would be... I would like to surprise him with a bit more of a respectable seating arrangement. I noticed when he has to sit in these larger chairs, it's almost demeaning. So, if one of your craftsmen, since your people are of a similar stature, could make a chair suiting of a respected authority member, but also fitting the decor of the crab shack, of course.
I could probably put something together.
Great. Let me know what the cost will be. I'd be happy to commission it on my own coin.
Very well.
And he kind of looks over at Yibi out of the corner of his eyes, and he says, Wormspit, make that 2 chairs. And he kind of winks over at Yibi.
Very well, Mr. Koshano. I'll put my team on it. I will bill you for expenses.
Fantastic.
All right, and so he finishes breakfast with you guys, and he takes you out on a tour. He takes you to the sections of wall that they've repaired and kind of shows it to you. And it's surprisingly good work.
Nice.
It doesn't look like the previous sections of walls. It's a little bit rougher, but for goblins, it's some solid work.
Awesome. Okay. Does it seem like it's gonna hold?
Oh yeah, you're confident that it will provide satisfactory protection.
Just not super pretty.
Yeah, it's just not super pretty. It's still a wall.
Cool.
And then he takes you through the camp, and they've got a variety of living quarters set up. You can see it's kind of transitional. Some of it is simple hide tents, but as you move through it, it moves on to more complex, smaller wooden structures. Bless you.
Oh. Woo.
They're building small wooden huts and houses, and you can see the complexity of the buildings. You can kind of see the progress as they're learning to build it better and better.
I have to say, Wormspit, I'm quite impressed with what you've been able to do here in such a short period of time.
Progress is slow, but our training program is rigorous.
Well, it's quite fantastic, and I do want to just say that I will be looking to you as a resource ongoing for, small projects like the one I mentioned earlier. If that is such a thing you can provide, I see no reason why we shouldn't have an additional miniature economy here to support each other.
If more work like this comes our way, we may be able to train more skilled craftsmen, perhaps carpenters.
That would be fantastic, and perhaps once
Experience always yields results.
Perhaps once we've where is the library again?
The library is located within the Mage Tower.
Within the Mage Tower, okay. Yes, perhaps once we've finally been able to secure the Mage Tower once again, the library could, I'm sure, serve as an excellent resource.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Perhaps once we have the final section of wall repaired, the Mage Tower should be a point of focus.
Well, if we can repair the training hall, there are some materials and equipment in there that might help us train better artisans.
Is the training hall not repaired yet?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Anything tagged with a yellow dot needs repair work. Anything tagged with a red dot basically needs a quest to clear out.
Okay. So wait. So which sections of the wall are repaired?
Let's highlight those now.
Yeah. It was the corner and the north, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one's all good now.
Northeast corner and the north.
Yeah. And
oh, that one's good now. Okay.
Yeah.
South wall.
Yeah.
Northeast
Yeah.
corner and south wall.
The south wall.
There's still the north wall.
Yeah. So those sections are all good now.
All right. Yes. Excellent point, Wormspit. Focus on the wall, of course, but now that we have several teams, I would say put 2 teams on the wall to expedite it and divert the rest to the training hall.
Very well. Put 2 teams on the wall and the rest on the training hall.
Yep.
Very well.
With all the masons we've got currently trained. And I think we've got guards in solid rotation at this point, so we don't have to train any additional guards.
Now that we've had a bit more experience with it, I'm able to provide you with a quote. It will cost approximately 800 gold to repair the training wall, and it will cost 800 gold training hall, and then 100 gold to repair that section of wall.
All right. Well,
materials can be billable once the job is complete.
okay. Fantastic. Yes, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Very well.
Okay. Yeah, so with all of that settled for the moment, we'll, I don't know, Gilbetta, what are you up to?
Huh? What?
What are you after?
What you up to? Did you come with us on this tour?
I was walking. I don't. What happened? What did we discuss? Sorry, it's not.
They worked on worker allocation
and she says this, like, you see that she has her hand in her bag, like she's holding on to something. Okay, yeah, whatever, great.
Miss fucking Knox, are you distracted?
Well, I had a bit of a weird night. Right. A bit of a weird night.
I see.
Yeah. I need to speak with Cookie.
Very well.
She's just gonna walk away.
Okay.
She's just gonna walk back to Cookies. She's like, her brain is like, what fucking city? Like,
where's this stuff? Okay, so you gotta know more about this.
Yeah. she's got this bracelet, and she's like, there was actually something down here, even if it wasn't sitting. Koshano!
So
Oh God, it's so loud.
Koshano's gonna take Yibi and basically just pull him off in a direction. They're gonna do some more, both some language and some combat training. He's gonna teach Yibi a little bit of swordsmanship and learn a little more Goblin.
Okay. So you take EP for some combat training and some stuff. You go back to Cookie. All right, what do you want to talk to Cookie about?
I want to get it. Is he like vaguely alone?
Yeah, he's just there's some people. There are some people in the inn getting waffles, but he's just kind of doing his thing in the kitchen right now.
Okay.
Tommy is handling the serving.
I'd be like, Tommy, do you think I could speak to you? Could you fetch Cookie for me for a moment? I need to ask him something.
Of course. Cookie. All right, what is it? Shuffles out.
Got a question. Had a weird thing happen last night.
What's the problem, Gilbetta?
Okay, well, as you know, I worship Selune.
Yes, of course.
And as you know, I love to swim, particularly in the moonlight. So last night, as I was having a swim, this beautiful woman appeared to me under the water. She's like a fin. She's got fins. She doesn't really look like an elf, but she does have fins. And she, just wait. And I followed her down under the river, and before me appeared like this ruined city with this magnificent and beautiful temple of Selune. And she told me to find the ancient. What was it she said? Find the city. She told me to find the city. So, do you know of any like ruined cities or underwater cities or abandoned? Like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of sunken cities out there, these fucking not.
Well, look at this. And then she like pulls the bracelet out and holds it in her hand.
Oh.
She says, I found this in the river.
Oh, you don't see this around here.
I know.
This is
It's what?
This is the kind of thing you'd find in those tropical islands to the east. They got all kinds of stuff like this over there.
But nothing here.
No, nothing on this particular continent.
Yeah.
You need a bit of a boat trip to get out to a place like that.
Great. So you don't know anything?
I know it's from a tropical place.
From what?
From a tropical place. To the east. A couple islands out there. Could be an island.
Is there still a story of a sunken city there?
There's a few out there. I haven't been out in a while. Good thing to do would probably be head over there and ask some of the locals.
She like puts the bracelet back in her bag and she says, I'll pray about it.
Alright. Sorry I couldn't be more help.
It's all right. It's not much to go on, really.
Well, I hope you find it. I've been thinking we need to get a boat around here.
I mean, we've got we've got a river. Might as well have a boat.
Indeed. Yeah, maybe that's something I could put on for somebody else. But when you see Koshano, tell them to meet me up here. I think we got a job.
Oh, great.
So I suppose after a bit, Koshano's done with whatever he's doing. He's gonna, just go back to the crab shack.
So you head back in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back to the crab shack. Cookie. So. It's so loud. Oh my god. All right. Cookie kind of takes the two of you aside. He says, "All right, look. We might have a little bit of a problem. I got a message from Spoony. He says he's on his way, but he's got to stop in Neverwinter.
What does he have to stop in Neverwinter for?
Well, apparently he ran into Calazar out there, and Calazar's in a bit of trouble. He was wondering if I could send anybody to help.
Remind me, which one is Calazar?
Calazar is a drow. He's a sorcerer.
Well, of course, a drow sorcerer on the surface has gotten himself into trouble. What are we to do about this?
Well, Calazar is usually pretty good at keeping himself hidden. But Spoony will tell you more once you get out to Neverwinter.
Well, I suppose this is the next step in our rebuilding. So, yes, let's plan to head out. How urgent is this situation?
He says to send help as soon as he can.
Then I suppose we best load up and head out as soon as possible. Is Evie around? Does Evie stay in the crab shack, or does he stay out with the goblins, or somewhere in between?
Lately he's been staying with the goblins because he doesn't feel like he has a room there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But well, I guess we'll ask him at some point. But so I'll send for Evie. Gilbetta, do you have any more business here at the keep? It sounds like this is an urgent matter. Gilbetta, you are silent.
Okay, as soon as he said Neverwinter, Gilbetta like perked up. She was like, Neverwinter.
I like Neverwinter.
Love Neverwinter. I mean, she's pretty familiar with most of the coastal cities.
Yeah.
All right.
And especially Neverwinter has kind of it's a very half-elf, like there's a lot of half-elves and humans there, so she's been there.
There's a bit of everything in Neverwinter. It's a very diverse city. It is on the rise again. Lord Nevermember is in the process of kind of reestablishing the city to its former greatness because it was previously besieged by liches, and still has some sections that are covered in undead.
Yeah, but Gilbetta kind of, because Gilbetta has been there. She hasn't been there in a really, really long time, obviously for reasons, but
it is a bit more of a posh place, so she would really like it there.
She's like, like, yay.
Certain sections, other sections not so much.
How long of a journey is it?
Everywhere's gotta get it.
It's a bit of a long journey. You got to go all the way up north, close to the spine of the wall.
It's past Yartar, like it's.
Yeah.
In terms of days.
With your cart, it's probably going to be about a 5-day journey.
Okay. So, Cookie, if you could prepare any provisions, I suppose we'll get ready to head out again.
I'll pack you a lunch of some roast beef sandwiches.
Koshano, for a man that doesn't like to stay in one place too long, you seem to be upset about traveling so much.
Well, I've committed to this rebuilding project. I was hoping to get a little more progress on this, but I suppose this is building towards those same goals. So
yeah, well, I mean, we've given them their orders. We've told them to work on the north wall and then the training hall. Perhaps you talk to Wormspit and ask him how long those things will take, and let him know of the next project in the event that it takes us longer to get back.
Yes, naturally. I have to say, it's kind of nice having a room in a home.
I forget that you're a peasant.
What makes you think that I am a peasant?
Just said it in the worst way.
I mean, you talk about never not having had a room, like.
Well,
I've lived in lavish rooms most of my life, minus a short dark period directly after the death of my parents.
The traveling merchant bard lifestyle may not lend itself to a secure home, but it doesn't make one a peasant.
We'll see about that. Anyway,
This is all real insecure too, right? Because he's like, what do you mean? I'm classy.
What are you talking about? No, I'm
That's you don't know me.
Class.
You don't know me.
Class. All right, and we will end the session there for today, and we will head out next session. To Neverwinter.
To Neverwinter, we will go.
To go see Spoonie, Calazar.
Finally to go see Spoonie. Been trying to see that guy since session 1.
Well, Spoonie got held up.
Yeah,
gotta help Calazar out of his jam.
Anyone joining us, thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, if you like our character portraits, check out Blue Wraith Studios. Are a great collaborator on that. And if you have any character art of your own, we would be happy to cycle it in. You know, hey, this is D&D. The characters exist in your mind, so you know we'll cycle out the portraits.
Absolutely.
Also, if you are a streamer and or a D&D player and you want to throw your hat in the ring for being part of this here shenanigans show, shoot us a line, mercsofmischief@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you, and we're going to be making some additions to the cast in the near future.
Excellent.
So reach out. Until next time, anyone else have anything to say?
All good. Well, I'm gonna try a show tomorrow. If you like sci-fi, tune in on tomorrow night.
All right, so yeah, keep on.
I'm gonna do some sci-fi stuff.
Keep an eye on the surprise Monday stream for you tomorrow. So keep an eye, and we'll see you then.
All right.